Do you experience elbow pain right here on the outside of the elbow with either gripping, twisting, lifting, typing, or even through playing sports? Well, if you do, this video is for you. To further understand elbow pain, we need to develop an understanding of what the elbow anatomy actually is. So we have a ulnar bone, we have our radial bone, and we have our humerus bone. They all connect and create the elbow joint itself. On the humerus, we have the lateral epicondyle, which is going to be a bony prominence on the outside. And then on the inside, we have the medial epicondyle. And essentially, both of those condyles are the attachment points for both the flexor muscle group on the inside, and also the extensor muscle group on the outside of the wrist. When talking about the muscles that attach into the lateral epicondyle, the main functions that they do are going to be wrist extension, finger extension, and supination of the elbow. Whereas muscles that attach onto the medial epicondyle are going to help with wrist flexion, finger flexion, and pronation of the wrist. A common reason we do experience elbow pain is because we load the muscles more than they're capable of. With that, we have so many muscles within the forearm that come to a single point in the elbow. If we are repetitively doing active activities that our body cannot handle, over time, they are going to become injured. And that injured elbow is what we call lateral epicondylitis, or what we also know as tennis elbow. Tennis players, though, are not the only people to get tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis. It is very common in manual workers, repetitive exercises, or performing more labor-intensive work, such as using a hammer, but also when we're in this position and using the keyboard for extended period of time, all throughout the week, for many weeks at a time too, puts a lot of stress and strain in the extensors muscles of the elbow. On the inside of the elbow is what we also know as medial epicondylitis or golfer's elbow. Same principles apply where the inside muscles, the wrist flexors and finger flexors, become overworked towards what they're capable of, producing pain on the inside of this elbow. Pain may be reproduced with pinpoint pressure at the elbow, but also within the muscle bellies of both the wrist flexors and wrist extensors. Stretching of those flexors and extensors too will be provocative, but also the inability to load the tendons itself. So loading can be either typing, using a hammer, using a screwdriver, or even lifting a simple coffee cup can be too much for an injured elbow. If you've been experiencing elbow pain, follow along over the next few weeks as we demonstrate in-office treatment and rehab to help reduce elbow pain and improve function to allow you to get back to the activities that you may not have been able to do because of the pain and discomfort you've been experiencing.